Good, keep building that speed, use your arms. Good. Scissor drills. Great for posterior chain, ankle stiffness, calves, hamstrings. And I use it as a drill to bleed people into their max speed and top speed. So the idea is keeping the hip position nice and tall, body position really straight, and heading into a really nice knee drive and acceleration. Keep bleeding. Good. Now lift the knees. Not bad, not bad. So quite a cool example there, the first one. She lost her speed and flicked her legs out behind us here. Ideally, when we're running, especially in these environments isolated, we want to think about lifting your feet and knees out in front of you and almost finishing with our foot underneath the hip to develop more power and strength. If we lose our feet and heels this way, we just end up going backwards and our speed, the top speed, just dramatically plummets off. When you're coming out of the scissor, that's really nice. All I want you to do is just keep continuing pushing into the floor as hard as you can, yeah? So do that same scissor out of here, and then we're lifting up and down through the knees and keep that form going. Use your arms to help you keep that turnover of your legs, okay? Much better, go on. Yeah. That's a cool example, that, by the way. Those 3 reps are like a really nice progression. First one, we just lost her a little bit out this way. Then we didn't quite transition very well on the second one, so we lost a little bit of speed, so she couldn't maintain the height of her knees. But that third one, much better execution on that. So we kept the knee lift, and she maintained the speed, and if not, just got a little bit faster as she went, which is perfect. Let's try and do the same again for me, okay? That was really nice here. Just get a bit angry with the floor now, yeah? Hit that floor nice and hard. Good, build, 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 build. Lovely, knees, 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 knees. Better, good. This last one we'll do of these, I want you to attack it quicker now, yeah? So take all the bandages off and just run as fast as we can as you come out of that scissor, but try and keep the knee height. On you, mate, let's go. Good, keep going. Now knee drive, now knee drive. Good. Excellent, all right. And now we're just gonna take that into more of a run, yeah? So a few drills that we've done before, we're just gonna start you from standing, okay? And then we're going to just think about pushing out relatively hard and working up to that same line, all right? So I want you to think about your body and hips being a bit like an aeroplane, yeah? So we're forward here, hips are down, shoulders are in towards the floor. We are driving forwards as hard and as fast as you can, and then slowly, gradually start to bring the hips and torso into an upright position and keep working your arms. Yeah, keep working your arms as hard as you can to keep that top speed going, okay? Over to you. Good, keep building. Good. So things with running, what tend to kind of break down when people try to run faster is that they try to make their stride and force their stride to be bigger. So they actually start to reach out in front of them a little bit more, which acts as a brake. You end up overstriding slightly, and then you have to slow down to then get into the next step and stride. What I'm trying to get Bronwyn to concentrate on here is that she's lifting and pushing her foot nice and hard into the floor, trying to get that foot position almost underneath her hip. That is going to give you a bigger stride length overall. So I'm pushing down hard. That will extend your stride, you'll cover more ground, and you maintain your speed, as opposed to us trying to reach for more pace and stride forward. Too much of a braking force, we're loading your calves, loading your feet, and we're losing out on using your stronger muscles, your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. Good, push harder, push harder. Good. So you're starting to really push a bit harder now. What I want Bronwyn in particular not to do is relax when she hits her top speed, because then she's going to slow herself down. I want her to keep practicing the skill, to keep pushing and being aggressive when she's hitting that floor. And then she'll just keep producing more and more force. She's going to cover up more distance and end up building her max speed up, which is ultimately the aim with this drill. Now when we're here, I want you to try and attack these first 4 or 5 steps a little bit more aggressively, all right? So our broad jumps, when we're on both feet and we're jumping forwards, we're extending through your hips. That's what I want you to try and do when you're in this start position. Not jumping, but we're off here, yeah? So we're a little bit lower. These 4 or 5 steps, we're being more aggressive with the floor. And I want you to think about pushing down and backwards into the ground. And that's just gonna launch you forward that way, okay? So we're just gonna work to the edge of this box, not this first line, the second line, and just focus on this drive here, okay? So we're forward. I'm gonna extend through this standing leg and push back into the ground and then sprint off, okay? Good, yeah, not bad. So now we're looking more at acceleration. So your body position is obviously very different when you're upright and running, when you're at your max speed. Now we're trying to improve Bronwyn's 0 to 5, 0 to 10 meter speed through acceleration. So your body shape and body line is very different. So with her leaning slightly further forward, the objective here is for the foot to come out in front and she's pushing the floor away from her. So we're aiming for this level of extension again through the leg. That is going to throw us forward. So it's practicing 3 or 4 steps of pushing backwards, keeping the hips and torso low, building that velocity, and then she can set up into her max speed. It will take a few times to get this because of where your body position is. You're not used to being this low to the floor, so it will take a bit of practice, but a great way to just build your acceleration. Yeah, good. All right. Now I want you to attach the scissor, the upright phase of the scissor, into the rest of your rep. Drive, 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 drive. Good. So now we're just bringing the 2 drills together, basically. So the first one with the scissor is aimed at working on max velocity and max speed. That second drill that we've just done or worked on very briefly there is just to build the acceleration. And now we're just molding those 2 together. So she's going to be carrying more speed into the upright phase, which is a harder challenge in itself. But we're trying to build conditioning and strength all the time and turning the legs over quickly and producing as much force as we can. So this skill, Bronwyn's taken to it really well actually, but it is a skill that does need developing in isolation. Go, 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 go. Good, go on. Great top end, awesome. You can see with Bronwyn, like her top end speed is clearly a strength, and probably in matches, not many people get away from her, she'll probably catch them up. But from just looking at her very briefly this evening, acceleration is going to be key for her. Like in all walks of the game, 5 yards, 10 yards is where matches and can be won and lost, sorry, but the levels will keep going up because people will be so quick over that shorter distances. We just need to try and work on that power for her, but generally a really good session for her. And she's gonna try and beat Dan. Yeah, do him! Dan, we need to work on your technique.